Welcome to part 2 of our transition from PC to Mac. Enjoy. Hey again, this is Zach with PC Simplest, and we're working on part 2 of our transition videos that we're doing from, going from your Windows PC to a Mac computer. And like we said in other videos, and we said before, it's a big transition. There's a lot of different things to see. So in this video, we're gonna, discuss the menu bar at the top of your screen, which, when you think of a menu bar, to me, in a Windows PC, when you have your application open, it's boxed or it's maximized or whatever, and you always have kind of some kind of menu bar at the top where you're gonna have your file, edit, view options and stuff like that. So on the Mac, you basically always have this menu bar. So we'll kind of discuss the main thing. When you first log into your Mac, you're going to see the menu bar, and that's always at the top of your screen. And you're going to have your little Apple icon, which is going to show different, about this Mac, system preferences, stuff like that. This is where you shut down, log out, restart, sleep your computer, things like that. Finder, on the other hand, that it helps you find things on your Mac, and there's obviously some preferences and stuff for it that you can go over. And then there's file, and this is basically, so this menu bar that we're seeing now basically only really, I would say, manages your desktop portion area of the computer for right now, because when you go to file, you can obviously do a new Finder window, which will let you search, do a new folder, new tab for different things. So I mean, it's very limited there as far as what you can do, and we'll discuss this more in different applications and stuff so you understand. And again, edit, you can do select all, so then you're going to select everything on your desktop, and then I say I wanted to copy it, that's kind of cool. You just do clicks and stuff there. View, we can, change the sort by and stuff, that's, this is all pretty basic stuff. Now, the most important thing that I like here is the go. When you hit go, you can access all your files, documents, desktop, downloads, home, computer, AirDrop, network, iCloud devices, applications, utilities, and so forth. Obviously, you can read. I just read it. Anyway, you have kind of a quick access here when you get to go, and you can, click on computer, and hey, it's going to pull up your computer, and, then you can access your hard drive and whatnot. And then there's window, which obviously will do different window things when you have other things open, and then help. Of course, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then over here, you're going to have different icons. Think of these icons over here like at your taskbar, kind of in Windows, where it's your lower right-hand corner where your clock would be. This is very similar here. This icon here is for the recording software that I use on my Mac, and this one's for Adobe, and this one's for Dropbox, and this one is let's see. Different display preferences. Yeah, so built-in display stuff, so I can change it. I'm still fairly new to this too. Sorry, I'm doing some swiping here. Anyway, here's your Wi-Fi stuff. If you need to connect to a Wi-Fi network, that's what you click on. And you've seen similar icons like that on your Windows PC when you need to connect to Wi-Fi. So that's very similar. And then, your battery percentage and the date and time. And here's another search feature. And then over here, you kind of have your, like a notification thing where you can, and then also different things. If you have like little appointments and stuff, reminders, those will come up if you sync with your iPhone. If you, logged into your iTunes stuff on your Mac that you used on your phone, it's going to sync a lot of that stuff to you. And again, notifications, so you have all that too. So that's, that's kind of the main purpose or main points about the menu bar right now. It's, again, very similar to menu bars in Windows PCs and stuff like that. Obviously a few differences there, but let's talk about what's going to change when you start opening up applications. So for right now, let's just we'll open up the App Store, and this might take a minute, but basically as soon as I open up this App Store, our menu bar changed. And I don't know if you saw that, but it did, because now over here it says App Store, and it's going to give me different options for the App Store. And then edit, store, different things in the store if I wanted to change the view, top chart, stuff like that. Window, I can close, minimize, zoom, and then help for it. So you notice that it changed what it says. Now if I'm clicked inside of the App Store, right, like this is my main focus on my computer right now. I've clicked in the App Store, that's my main focus. If I click outside of there, it's going to go back to basically the menu bar for the desktop portion of things, if that makes sense. So you can click back and forth, and you can see it's going to go from that to the App Store to the Finder, App Store to Finder, and you see that now you have different menu options, right? So let's click open, let's see, what can I do? Let's click open Microsoft Word, and that's, again, going to give us some different options, and we'll wait for it to load here. All right, so now that I have Word open, you'll see, again, that the menu bar has changed. Now I have Word, and then I have Word options, and File, create new documents, stuff like that. Edit things in the document, view different things in the document, insert different things, the formatting, the font, the tools, tables, window stuff. Basically, like I said, every time you go into a different application, this menu bar at the top is going to change. So, again, if I'm clicked inside Word, now if I click inside of App Store again, oops, sorry, get in the App Store here, and you'll see that the menu again changed. Now it's a menu for the App Store, so you don't have a menu bar right on top of that application like you would in Windows. So again, a lot of your settings and preferences is adjusted from the menu bar when you're clicked inside of that program. And you'll see again, I'm inside of Word. This is my primary thing that I have open right now. So now my menu bar is going to show different options for Word. And again, I can go back to the desktop, and you'll see that a lot of those different options go away. And if I click between all of these, App Store, Word, you'll see that the menu bar changes every time. So let's say I'm done with Word. You can obviously click on the X and close out of it, or you can go Word and quit Word. And we're done with the App Store. We can click on App Store and do quit App Store. So now we've kind of discussed this menu bar. It's very, I would say, simple. It's obviously kind of hard to get used to at first, because you're like, wow, that's just so different from the Windows PC. But really, once you start getting the hang of that, you start to understand, oh, okay, so every time I'm in this application, I have a different menu bar. So you can kind of, once you get familiar with your different applications and the way their menu bars look, you'll understand more when you're in a different application exactly, what you're seeing. So again, this is just another, this is our part 2 video of, making that transition from a Windows PC to a Mac. And we're just going over basics here. So if this is something that you're not interested in, I apologize. We will definitely be going over more advanced things in the future, but as far as making that transition from your Windows PC to a Mac, I think we're going to cover each thing step by step and see how that goes, and try to just give a very basic explanation, the best way that we can. So if you're just thinking about making that transition, I'm hoping you're watching these videos and you're getting at least to understand a little bit what the differences are. And I've only been using this thing for maybe 2 months now or so I'm not used to it yet either. So you'll probably see some mistakes on my end too, and we'll correct those at a later point and whatnot, but that's fine. I hope you like this video. We're going to be working on part 3, and I believe in part 3 we'll probably group 2 different categories together, which will be finger gestures, and then also different key combinations that'll do different things. And there's a lot of different cool things you can do with gestures here, and a lot of different cool things you can do with just icons or your keys on your keyboard. So anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to comment, and I'd be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. As always, like and subscribe. Thank you very much.